Well, my next guest has organized a coalition to document all of these war crimes. Joining us live now is Oleksandra Matviichuk, head of the Center for Civil Liberties. Oleksandra, thank you for the work that you do. I want to get to this point first and foremost. Of course, we remember what happened in Bucha. We know that there is more happening on the ground in Ukraine. You are part of documenting and just getting into exactly what's happening. Why, at this point now, 100 days later, are there only two Russians, that have been prosecuted for war crimes?
It's because we faced with enormous amount of war crimes, and this case couldn't be preceded by even the most official national system properly in the time of a war. We need international assistance, and that's why I'm here in Washington for promoting the idea of creation of international hybrid tribunal. I'm documented war crimes for several years when Russia started this invasion in 2014, and I can clearly state that Russia uses war crimes as the methods of warfare. No justification for Russian action. There is no such kind of justification of different cases which we documented.
Oleksandra, can you tell our viewers what kind of war crimes you have yourself, investigated?
For example, there is no reason to force people to go down into the basement, to order them to elect several volunteers, and no reason in killing them. There is no reason for Russians in using tanks just to have fun, firing civilians on bicycles whose bodies lay scattered around the street until liberation of Bucha and other cities in Kiev region. There is no reason for Russians to shooting a 14-year-old boy in a close range who was just playing with his ball in the yard. So we documented a lot of human pain, and the problem is that it still continues.
Oleksandra, we have about 60 seconds left. Where it's 100 days now, more than 100 days. Some people are worried that support for Ukraine is going to start waning. The money that the U.S. Congress just sent over only going to last through September. The Ukrainian ambassador to the U.S. Said this about the possibility of peace talks. It's an illusion to think that if we surrender some of our people or some of our territories, that Russia will be opposed and somehow stop. Are you worried about support waning?
We will win sooner or later because we have no other choice. It's a war for survival, because Russia states that Ukrainian nation has no right to exist at all. And this war has also a distinct value dimension. Russians started this war in order to stop Ukrainian path to democracy and to freedom. And I believe that we live in a very interconnected world. And now we are fighting for values of free world, and that the free world will not stay as observer.
We got to go. It's short on time. Thank you so much for joining us and the work that you do.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.